don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Cousins, it's no good. Defender did just enough to force the tough shot. And look out!
Jason Tatum finished third amongst all rookies in Rookie of the Year voting, but I say to you this. I agree with what Jaylen Brown had to say. If it was a one-on-one battle, who you taking, Jason Tatum or Donovan Mitchell? Jason Tatum or Ben Simmons? I take JT every time.
Hayward to Jaylen Brown. And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Good shot.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Knocked loose. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Looking to make something. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I don't want to use the word streaky, but Jason Tatum tends to score in bunches. Let me tell you how. He's one of the most effective players in the league and most efficient at catching the ball on the move. A lot of players waste time in stationary positions or overindulging in triple threat jabs, but not Jason. He catches the ball directly and goes, which means he's the ideal of smart, decisive basketball.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead.
I like that.
Rozier with it. His guys down big to Irving. And draws the foul.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First try at the line, no good.
One time. Here we go.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. Warriors basketball. Here's Durant for two. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. Green. Another chance to Shaun Livingston. Fires the three. It's rebounded by the Celtics. Got it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Durant with the basketball up top. The advantage is 13 points. It's good, and one.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Knocked loose. Warriors have it. Thompson. Not going down for him this time.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Runner's good there.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
With another basket there.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
And a pass stolen by Boston. To Marcus Morris. Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot. You've got to body up Livingston. Hits the three.
I got to be real here. I think he was the only one expecting to shoot that shot. The crowd, the coaching staff, every other player on the court, and myself, all of our mouths are left wide open right now.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys up by 15. Knocks down the three.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And, Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
for three. Off the mark. No good. Three quarters down. The Warriors with a commanding lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Warriors have the basketball. Durant. Not today.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Durant across the timeline. They lead it by 14. And scores.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
To Horford. Rises for the slam.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a serious...
And a putback slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Possession lies with Golden State. For three, that one off the mark. It's no good. Livingston to Durant. Green. Rebound to Rozier. To Irving. Nice pass to get things going.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Green. That one also no good. Irving with the basketball. The deficit now up to a dozen. Livingston to bring it up. His team leads it by 10. Livingston can't get that one to go. Defense was all over him. And counted at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State. That's their first. Leaves them with one remaining the rest of the way. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Curry. Unconventional to say the least. It's no good. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Shot from the lane won't go. It's Cook with the basketball. His team on top by 8. And Steph, he can make that shot with his eyes closed. Wide open, knocks down the three.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Good touch that time from Jordan Bell.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
When things click, they click. That's good offense right there.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. Beyond the arc for 3, and he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
That one won't go. One more to come. slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a Proud City.
Missed that one. The defender was all over him.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Inside, he scores.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Iguodala to bring it up. It's a 9-point lead. Curry, that won't go. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Takes advantage inside after the miss from the perimeter. Gets to the basket and scores.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Curry with the ball and buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
No fading on that shot, strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. And scores.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Iguodala to bring it up. His team up by 7. Iguodala's shot no good. Brown into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Layup goes down. Well done.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer, always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
And strokes it. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston, but this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Hayward goes to the right side. He's denied.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Lays it up and in.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. And a throwdown.
I said this on draft night that Jason Tatum was the most special player in the draft. Granted, I didn't know about Donovan Mitchell, but it's hard to believe that Philadelphia traded this pick away so the Celtics can have a future star.
Jumper's good. Now the Celtics going to use a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they win this.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.